Okay, I'm going to do an example before what's the time? Yeah, I have to go and walk the dogs. Of an if-then kind of thing where I'm saying to myself, this is a Euro-Yen weekly. If price comes up to here, then I'm going to look for some particular thing. So Euro-Yen was coming up like this, up it goes. You can see this is the top flag before it started breaking down. Going out in the monthly, you can see it's from here. Of course, that's an obvious reversal point way up at the top, but that could be weeks and weeks and weeks away, so why not look for something intermediate before then. This was let's see, we go high, low, we go higher, and it breaks. So this is the big low before the drop here. So we have this obvious point here, which it's a lot more obvious actually on the monthly. It's not so clean when you go in further. So let's go down to the weekly, and this is where we are now. I've put a green line in, which is the absolute top that we've got to so far. Back here. So what I'm looking at is, here's the point I marked in, and it got broken here, comes back up. Up here's the failure to go any further and continue, and this is where the decision was made in here. Even on the weekly, we can put in here. You know, this is right here. This is where the decision was made to break again down below here and carry on. So this was like boo, selling. Zoom out again. Go down to the daily, and in here, I can only go as far as the hourly. But what I did do when I came in here and had a look, I noticed that if we go down to the 4 hour, so this is the area I've marked up here. I noticed this little gap there, and people say gaps always get filled. Maybe not. I guess they do if price comes back and past them. So I went down as far as I could, which is 1 hour, and I just made a box from here to here, and it shot forwards. And I thought I'll go and have a look and see what happens when that gets back to present day. So I did that, and where does it get back? Let's zoom right out. So on the daily, so here it is, and we come along in time, and what happens is it completely ignores it, and it completely ignores it again, and then it does ping right off the bottom of it over here. So yeah, I don't know how you would trade that and actually go, yeah, I'm going to trust it this time. Third time lucky, and that's why I use price action, of course. Anyway, back to the thing I was looking at. So prices come past that, and I was just looking for somewhere else that it might reverse, and because we have the break of the low to the left, it comes back up, FTRs, and goes down. So this is up in here is the sauce of what caused it to then eventually break again. I mean, the first break is here, and the source of that is up there. So it's something to be careful of, that this has come down like that. But here's a good place to look, I think, anyway, because of the strong move away, to look for going short somewhere up in there. So I can only go down, I think, to the, well, I know because I've done it down to the hourly with my data, which gives me this blue area that I've marked in previously. Let me take this out. So what I see here, of course, is well, we've got some compression here, and then you have a pole, and then price flags. So from here to there, that's where it creates the flag limit. And I just need to change time frame, so it makes that. There we go. So this is the flag limit, and here is where that flag limit gets broken. So you see the flags, bit of a mess, and then that holds price up, comes into it, keeps up, stays up, and then whee, and it makes a decision to come through, and that is, once it's back through, up it comes, and it decides again. So this is where it's dipped lower. There's certainly a trade to be made in here because of this compression, and once it dipped into down below this flag limit, then looking for shorts up here. Anyway, so the decision was made to come further down, and off it went. So somewhere in here, up in there, is a place to look to go short again, I would say. Also, this little, you might find price comes up and pings off this because it's broken here, and it had a little pause, and that hasn't been tested, I don't think. So price might come up, and when it comes back up, it might do something, ping off, and then I wouldn't be surprised to see it then fake out up into here to reverse, because this was an important decision point previously. So where might that happen? Well, you've got the base here and this, and all of the features that were happening here. The decision to break those happened somewhere like this FTR there. So you see in here, just there, decided to break. It tried to come back up and didn't, and it's a series of failures all the way down there. That's really it. So when price comes back to there, which is quite a ways on the daily, it's way up here, but it's just from idly, those boxes won't show on the weekly, it's just from idly toying with charts and marking these areas in that my charts get really messy, and then I have to start afresh and then forget what I've done and I miss trades. Also, you can see here that's not really likely to be a fake out on the daily. On the weekly, it could be. You see on the weekly, it can be considered if it quickly up here and then back down, and then you can see this compression here. So, you know, who knows at this point what might happen, but certainly if price comes down to this level, it's pretty free to drop through a lot of that. Yeah, much the same as here. You can see all this compressed area here as it just sawtoothed its way up, and then when it came back down, whee, it was nothing really stopping it. Yeah, so similar story here, and that's I guess just something from my personal archive.